This can be a little bit of boredom. It can be like, you know, oh, I got everything I need, but I just want something new. This could be at work. It could be in a relationship. It could be, if you're single, it could be the kinds of people you're meeting. If you're single and looking, it's just like, oh, it's the same person over and over again. It's just boredom, dissatisfaction with the situation. Be different for all of you what circumstance that is, but you probably know what it is that I'm talking about. It's an area of life that just, it's meh, or you're sort of over it. The Four of Cups can also be an offer being made to you, but it's not up to par. It's not what you were looking for. It's like someone asking you out, but it's not someone you're really all that into. It's an apology, but maybe like someone who's not, you feel like it's insincere or it's not really up to snuff. For some of you, because this is coming up as a challenge, somebody may be saying that they are expecting an apology from you, or you know, they feel that you're being insincere, that you're not really sorry for your behavior, or you're not really sorry. Maybe you're not even admitting that you did anything wrong. And from their viewpoint, you did. There was a lot of pain from some of the other cards over here. But for others of you, I think it's just shaking things up may be tempting. You know that person that's like, you know, you're in a relationship and everything is going good, but it's kind of, you know, you've settled in. Maybe you've been together about a year or two. Or maybe it's the 7-year itch if you've been married for 7 years, you know, or something, and finally settled into, you know each other, you're getting along great, you figured out how to live together and put up with each other, and someone just starts fights to kind of throw some excitement into the mix. They start fights about stupid things, right? And so you could feel that somebody's doing that to you, Sagittarius, or it could be your challenge to not do that, because you can sometimes be instigators yourselves. And I'm like, I'm just gonna try to start an argument here because I'm bored. So the intensity of this, it's a minor arcana. So, I mean, you know, I don't feel like it's the end of the world. You do have one major arcana here in the reading here, but it seems maybe more like it was significant with June. We'll talk about it in a minute. But, so yeah, I don't feel like this. It may just be resisting that urge to shake things up and it just to make something happen, or to, yeah, make something happen, force it when it's not quite ripe. The situation's not quite ready. I mean, at a 4, 10s are a completion where we've completed something. At a 4, we're not even halfway done with something, or we're not even halfway there or halfway where we need to be. So, if it is you that's thinking of offering an apology, make sure, you know, I would wait until you can be sincere about it. Maybe it's not time to offer it if you're not sincere about it. At a 4, you need to get to a 10. You need to get to the 10 of Cups, right? If it's an emotional situation, which apologies usually are. But yeah, this could also have something to do with, for some of you, a new project and some sort of, you know, offer coming, or you know, someone offering to team up, maybe 3 other people or 4 other people. Like, we want you to join this group, or we want you to work on this team, and you're like, it's not really what I want to do. It's not really the direction I want to go. Now, in the present energy, so for some of you, this will be whenever you're watching this video. It could be going on around you at that time, or end of June going into July. We've got the Death card. So this is big transformation and change. Something, a situation, a circumstance, a relationship is dying so that something new can begin. But you may be resistant to this, Sag. You or someone else is resistant, because we've got Urus in reverse. So someone is just like, I'm used to the old way. It's easier to do things the old way. With this rune in reverse, the energy is, I'm not going to work for anything. I'm just going to let things kind of fall in my lap. I don't have enough self-esteem to push forward. I don't feel like I'm right for this. I don't have the energy or the tenacity to deal with this, or to go after my goals, or to end this, or to leave this. But with the Death card, if it's you doing that, Sagittarius, just saying, I'll just stay in this because at least it's familiar. With the death card, the universe could step in and end a job, end a relationship due to outside circumstances. You know, somebody could break up with you, or you could be laid off, or, you know, that sort of energy in order to motivate you. If you're this energy, then the universe could be stepping in to give you that push off the cliff, because that's what life does, right? But it doesn't have to be you. This could be someone in your life that you are ending things with because of this. They never put the effort in, or they're not meeting you halfway. This is a selfish energy, you know? It's like, if it doesn't benefit me, then I'm not doing it. And oh, I'm sorry, Sag. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but they're not really, because they keep doing it. Someone can say they're sorry, but if the behavior keeps repeating, that's how you know, well, obviously they want things to stay exactly the same, and that is this energy. But you don't. You don't, or it's not gonna, one way or the other. But secrets could be coming out. We've got Pedro here, and there's going to be a waiting period with Iowas. It's actually, this is a good thing for you, Sagittarius, but it may be one of those things where I need more information. I need to know what's going on. I need more information before I can make this transition, before I can leave this situation, leave this job, leave this relationship, leave this circumstances, start something new. I need to and you may be doing something, I'm getting the word covert. You're doing something covert, you know? So, and that could be the case if you're looking for a new job, right? You don't want your present circumstances to, you know, your present boss to know, or anybody at work. So it could be like, I gotta go on this interview. You may be changing at the gas station. So if you don't dress up for work, you got to dress up for an interview. You may be like doing a quick change somewhere before you go, and just trying to kind of keep it under wraps. But Iowas is a very protective rune, and it indicates whatever you're trying to change, whatever your goal is, you can achieve this. You just need more information before you can make the leap. Now, the help that's going to be available in July, you've got the 9 of Coins in reverse. Some of you, I feel, those of you that this is a relationship you want to leave, if you're not leaving it to be single, there could already be somebody else that you want to be with. Or it could be like, well, yeah, this relationship, I really, you know, it has me feeling dissatisfied. I'm just, you know, I'm ready to end it, but I would have to be single. And, you know, I think the advice here is like, some of you may be thinking, oh, that would be the worst thing in the world. And it's like, well, maybe your perception of that is wrong. Maybe that's precisely what you need, is to be on your own for a little while, or to just kind of get your independence back. Because this card in the upright it's the single person, the well-off, totally independent, financially, emotionally, like, you know, not to say they'll never be in a relationship, but they're completely fine if they're not. But that's in the reverse. So maybe you used to be that way, and you know, your help is to realize you can get back there again. Sure, it'll be an adjustment, any big life change, but it, you know, fear of that is no real reason to stay in a situation that needs to die with the Death card. Especially if it has you feeling just dissatisfied and beaten down, and has really affected your self-esteem. Maybe you're with somebody who's just been, you know, really kind of pounding on you and has made you feel like this big. To where you're believing what they've said, you know, depends, you know, if you're with someone a long period of time and they are that way, they talk down to you or treat you poorly and make you feel like you deserve it, then, you know, we can become brainwashed into thinking, well, that must really be what I deserve. That must really be what I'm like. And so your help is going to be to realize that it's not the case. You can be on your own. You would be stronger on your own. You may not realize that, though, until you sever this tie. Esau is about divorce, divorcing yourself from a situation, a job, a relationship, a group, anything that is making you feel less than or put upon or dissatisfied, or like it's gotten you off your path. This is also a card of being off your path, particularly career-wise. And the help maybe to get back on your path is to divorce yourself from the person, situation, whatever it is holding you back. Sometimes we get in our own way, right? Because again, some of you could be kind of getting in your own way with these self-esteem issues. I'll never have that, or I'll never achieve this, or, you know, I'm so bored or dissatisfied with what I'm doing, but I don't know, you know, I don't have the energy. You know, I've been drained. But there could be someone around or a situation that's draining your energy. So the help for you is going to be finding that negative cloud. Is it a person? Is it a situation? Find out what it is and then figure out how you can sever that tie. And sometimes we can't sever the tie completely. Like, yeah, I can't, you know, not everybody can leave their job right away. Right? But maybe you can talk to your boss about transferring to another team. Or if it's your boss that's the one causing the problem, talk to someone above them and be like, you know, I was wondering if I could kind of work on this team, or if there would be any way to transfer or go to work at the other office. See if there's something you can do to sever the tie, put some distance between you and whoever is this dark cloud, this dark energy cloud, Sag. What must be accepted about July? We've got the Six of Swords in reverse. So, I mean, yeah, you're feeling stuck. Like, I can't move forward. And for many of you, this has something to do with home, your domestic situation, your living situation. Maybe you want to relocate. Maybe that's what this is. Like, I want to get out of this town, or I hate this house, and there's delay and frustration around that. And, you know, maybe you want to move closer to family. The rune of mother is here. So maybe you want to move closer to mom, or go see mom, or talk to mom about this. And, you know, I do feel like she'll be able to give you some really good advice. Some of you may be like, you know, if I left this situation, if I moved out or left this relationship or left this job, I could always go stay with my mom. Because this is the only thing kind of in the upright here. Mom could help you get unstuck. Maybe mom could loan you money to get unstuck, to move. Because yeah, there's delay and frustration around home and family, but there's something that you can't get out of, you can't buy your way out of. So maybe that's where the apology comes in. It's like, if I want to get out of this situation or make it better, I'm either going to have to eat some crow and own up, or just stay stuck. Maybe it's mom that you need to talk to, make up with, own up to some things. Because when this rune is reversed, it is kind of like, you know, whether you feel you did something wrong or not, someone else does, and they will hold you accountable for it. But a lot of people are really bad about owning up to, maybe it's mom, but you need mom. And you know you're not going to get an apology, but again, you have to decide, you know, what's more important. Owning up to something I did or said that was maybe insensitive or wrong and apologizing for it, or staying stuck in this situation that is just draining me. So Sag, I mean, I feel like you've had really challenging readings all year this year. Everybody kind of has, but you in particular, it's been, and it's always this kind of like stuck or blocked energy. So for those, and many of you may have already figured out what it is. Again, there's like a 3-month window at least, you know. These readings are for the people who need it most that are watching. So this would be for the people who still haven't left yet. They haven't figured out how to leave this living situation, sell this house, get out of this neighborhood, get out of this job, get this divorce. You know, I still haven't gotten the courage. Now's the time. You got to stop putting it off, Sag. Honestly, because I mean, you can stay stuck as long as you want, but nobody can pull you out but you. There's not going to be any rescuer coming along here. You got to rescue yourself. The outcome is just feeling stressed out. 10 of Wands in reverse. The outcome of July is just, it's kind of a lot, feeling tugged in a lot of different directions. work, family, all of this stuff. And so overworked and overburdened that you just may kind of give out. You may pull something. Those of you that have physical jobs, be very careful. You can injure yourself on the job, because it is kind of like, if you don't take time out and fix this, like, life may force you again to take time out. It's not going to kill you. I don't feel like this is physical death at all, Sag. But yeah, it could, like, oh, I pulled a muscle and now I have to be at home all the time. And that's the last place I want to be because I didn't move. If I, like, had reconciled with mom, or, or this person, I could go stay with them instead of being stuck here, or, I could have moved forward by now. So, but I feel like in July, you're just overburdened, and not just by work. It's kind of like everything there, it may be like, yes, this personal situation is going on, but I also have a ton, like, so busy at work and I can't keep up and I feel overworked. So July is topsy-turvy emotionally for you, Sag. But again, the power is, you have the power to change that. And it just seems to come down to ending a stale situation, apologizing or accepting an apology. If it's sincerely offered. Obviously, if it's not, if it's insincere, or you don't feel like it's, someone's owning up enough. Again, it's going to depend on which Sag you are out there, but only you can get yourself unstuck and moving forward here, Sag. So July, it may be a month where it's just, you're too energy drained to do anything about it. But remember what I was saying, like, you can make this change. And even if you feel like July is not the time, be thinking about it, because otherwise the universe could step in and make that for you, in that situation for you.